Hi, you are watching my YouTube channel. I am your host Kamran Arshad. Today, I have invited a guest in this vlog, and I am going to discuss her life, her visions, her goals, and most importantly, her field. Hi, and welcome. We are delighted to have Sumaya Sheikh here today with us. Sumaya, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me over, Kamran.
My pleasure.
That's been good. Yeah.
But to kick off, Sumaya, could you please tell us what inspired you to pursue a career as a project manager, social media manager, and definitely content specialist? And perhaps share a bit about your journey leading up to your current role.
Yeah. I started my career with as a content writer, but I'm eager to learn more skills. I want to pursue my career not just as a content writer, so I pursue my career as a management side. I go towards the management side, and right now I'm doing project manager. I'm managing a team of designers, web developers, and writing team head, and
Mhm.
that's been a great journey as a project manager and want to learn more skills in it. And I think that this is my goal to do a lot more than a content writer. So
Mm.
I want to learn different skills. I want to be versatile and I want to do work in every niche. So I prefer as project manager to pursue my career as project manager. That's
Oh,
all.
that's great. And when did you
Yeah.
find yourself that you have to do these kind of skills, these kind of things in your life?
Uh, I believe that I always being so great in my educational career as well, and I know I have potential to do a lot of things. So I believe in myself. So I start learning first writing, and then I look other people, other professionals doing management, doing marketing. So I try to learn their skills, and I opt learning from them. Then I opt their profession and became a project manager. And thanks to the current organization of mine who believe that I can do this, and I'm doing great right now.
Can you describe a challenging project you managed from start to finish? And what strategies did you use
Yeah.
for its success?
Uh, we have a project that we have to raise funds for a hospital. I can't mention their name, but they have no online presence. They have just a website, and we have to manage their event from scratch. So
Hmm.
we start uh, managing their social media platform. We start promoting with ads, meta ads, and we start promoting organically, sharing in groups. We
Hmm.
strategize like we have to do a lot of things like organic and inorganic marketing so we could raise more funds and we could make the event successful.
Hmm.
So we create their social media accounts, we create a strategic plan in which we create reels, we create
Hmm.
a static post, and we share them in different kind of groups where there are charity workers,
Hmm.
and we collaborate with influencers to promote our events on their stories.
Hmm.
So this event was the very most successful event of my career, most successful project of my career, and the event was great.
Hmm. And are you satisfied what you are right now? Because a lot of things in the life comes and we didn't even plan the things. We just we just do our best. So, did you ever plan your life, or what you have planned to do something very big in coming future?
This is not what I planned. I'm going with the flow. Where life is going me to do, I'm doing that with the flow. If I have an opportunity like project manager, I opt it. If I got an opportunity like marketing manager, I will also opt it. So I believe to go with the flow, and I think that I'm satisfied what I'm right now, and I am planning to, you know, uh, enhance my skills much more than what I am right now.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I'm not planning, but I am learning, and I think learning is a ongoing process. We learn in all phases of our life. new things, new skills. So there is no age of learning. So yeah, I'm planning to do much more better than I'm right now.
And how do you prioritize tasks and manage time when handling multiple projects with tight deadlines?
If I have tight deadlines, firstly, I use Trello and Asana
Mm,
as project management, and I weekly reschedule my targets, and I break down big projects into small tasks so that I could make different projects at the same time if we have a tight deadline. So I prioritize tasks according to their deadlines. I weekly target and I daily manage employees progress, that how they are working, review on daily basis all tasks and all assignments, like they are doing great or not. If I feel that it there would be a change and there must be a change, so I immediately report that there should be a change and we have to do a change. So I prefer Trello. I think it is easy to use, and it is easy to manage daily task and employer task, all that things. So I preferably use Trello.
mm. All right. And how do you develop a social media strategy that aligns with the company's overall marketing goals?
Uh, Marketing goals, I think strategy, first you have to know about your targeted audience, that what is your targeted audience are. And I think that you must know that which audience you have to target and what organization goals are. So
Mm,
if we know that our targeted audience, so we can strategize our plan, our ads and our marketing strategy according to the audience. I think I in my opinion, I prefer educational and informative post which is related to our lifestyles, with that
mm,
how if we have running mobile ad. So
mm,
how can mobile help in our daily life routine? How can earbuds can help in daily life routine? How can we use earbuds? So people will engage in that kind of content.
mm,
So
mm.
I try to create a post and reels like how things related to our lifestyle, how they're connected to our lifestyles. So that is the thing.
And can you provide an example of a successful campaign you have led?
Yeah, I recently manage an event management company. They are doing a lot of large events in USA.
Mm,
So they have a campaign of selling their tickets,
mm,
and we have to manage the event throughout from scratch. So we developed our post, our reels, their reels, and we start promoting. So my strategy that time was is ke we have to manage. We have to share the event in the groups. We have to run their meta ads, and also we have to promote their event on TikTok and Snapchat as well, because right now I'm observing that people are using Snapchat and TikTok very much.
mm,
So, or people using Instagram very much.
mm,
Facebook is kind of little bit far, but people are using Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat as much as they can. So I start promoting them on these platforms, and I start promoting their event on YouTube as well. So that was a very successful event. Their tickets were sold so much. Their ROI is very good. So they were very happy with my strategy. I also maintain content calendars to ease the designers so we could manage our task on time
mm,
or before time, not after time.
mm. And how do you measure the effectiveness of your social media efforts?
Major effect on it. I always see Meta Analytics, Google Analytics for my measurements that my strategy is working or not. And if it is not working, I immediately change my strategy. I will another thing. I will create another content if to manage my performance on the Meta. Clients are clients want, sometimes clients want to increase the followers, sometimes clients want to increase just sales, sometimes they just want leads. So it depends on the client's requirement first, that what they are wanting from us and what they required. So we should strategize our plan according to the client's requirement first, then our plan.
And what
So
tools
I
do you
manage
use for that? Is there any
I
tools
use
that you use to
Google
get
Analytics and Meta
performance
Analytics are
and
free to
to do
use.
perform well?
Anyone can use this. Meta Analytics and Google Analytics. Everyone can use it. They are very easy to use and free to use.
Hmm.
I do not use specifically any paid tools for the measurement of insights and key insights of my strategies.
So, Maya, how do you approach creating content that engages and resonates with your target audience? If you have an
I
example, you can share to us.
About content, I always see my competitors, that if I am promoting a fashion brand, so I first search about their competitors, that how they are writing their content, how they are promoting their brand. Then I strategize my plan, mixing all of their strategies so that we can engage the audience with our brand as well. So we should see our competitors and then try to do more better than them. So I always try to search the competitor first, then I approach the targeted audience of their like a fashion brand.
Hmm.
If there are ladies bags, for example, if I have to promote ladies bag brand, so
Hmm.
my targeted audience would be females. It's
Hmm.
very obvious. So I
Definitely.
try yeah, I try to approach the competitors
Otherwise,
who
they
are
will
promoting.
create some troubles for you.
Yeah, of course. So I try to approach the brands they are promoting female bags or ladies bags already. Then I plan my strategy to create a content which can engage the audience, which engage the females. And I prefer not to create a bore content like people don't like to watch.
And what should we do being a male? If you're just
What?
looking for the females, then what should do the male?
But no, I just give an example. If I'm promoting a male watch brand, so I my targeted audience would be male.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay, then what do you
Yeah.
have for male?
I approach male influencers, I approach male brands, like I try to opt their strategy and then applied it on my content calendar and my team. I have teams of boys in my team have a lot of voice, so I try to find out that what they are thinking about, what they can create about this. Like I can, I can think as a female very creatively, but if I have a male brand, I have a man brand to market, so I prefer to take ideas with my team boys, and they are boys, so they can tell me that what is good, what they like.
Hmm.
So that's how I work.
Fair enough. And if you find time for yourself, what do you do for fun?
I like to watch movies. I like to read books. So I
Hmm.
prefer sometime according to the mood, that if I want to read book, like put on my glasses and read out the books. And if I have no mood to sit and read out like book holding, so I prefer doing watching movie.
Hmm.
So that's what I do for myself.
Oh, that's great. You have a plan to do something. All right, what steps do you take to ensure your content is SEO friendly and optimized for search engines?
I have a SEO specialist in my team. So I give my content to him. And he
Hmm.
told me that you can use these words, these have higher ranking on social media platforms. These
Hmm.
words, these keywords have higher key density. People search with these words more, and
Hmm.
you can optimize. So I put that keywords in my content to make my content SEO friendly.
Hmm.
So I have an SEO specialist, and I'm planning to learn SEO by myself so I could handle all projects solely. I do not need then any SEO specialist if I can learn my own SEO skills and so
Hmm.
I'm planning to improve my SEO skills very soon.
Sumaya, thank you so much for joining us today. It was really wonderful having you here and learning from your experiences. But before
Thank you so much for having me. It's been great talking with you, and thank you.
but before I wrap up this interview, is there any message you would like to share with our audience or any message you would like to leave them with?
Uh, I my only message with the audience is you can do whatever you want to do. You have no boundaries. You can opt new skills. You can have multiple tasks. You can be versatile. Uh you do not need to be a single profession. You have to do versatile things to make yourself versatile, to grow and to learn more things. So you have no boundaries. You can do as much as you can. So be versatile and be kind, be friendly to with everyone. Don't be so rude. I think people are being rude very sometime on LinkedIn's, like they are not replying, they are being rude, they are being so mean. So don't be so mean, be kind and be versatile.
Oh, you have faced these kind of problems on LinkedIn. Strange.
Yeah, I faced very much of these kind of problems. People are thinking that they can do all, and
They
all
are
other
arrogant.
professionals are nothing
They
in
doesn't
front of them.
they
Yeah.
don't bother us and they don't have time even for a reply. But they have to think that might
Yeah.
be they can be busy somewhere else. They are doing something urgent for anyone. But people
But
definitely
if you
just
post
bother.
and you ask your employers, if you ask your audience to DM them your resume, and if you ask your audience to DM their queries, so you should have to reply. You should have to uh, solve their queries and solve their problem, or at least acknowledge them. Like if they hired someone, or if there is a problem, they could solve it. Don't like, I think everyone posting just to get the reach and just to get the likes and comments on their post. I think
Yeah.
that is what they are doing right now.
So, Maya, any message or any suggestion for me if you would like to share?
No, no. It's been great with you, and I have looked your YouTube channel. You are doing great. So best of luck for your future endeavors.
Thank you very much for the like as well. And thank you so much for participating in this podcast or in this interview. Definitely, the people
Thank
who would like to watch this podcast and interview so they can get some strategies to make these strategies to make them successful in the life like people you are. So, this is only my purpose to invite people like you, to engage people like you, just for the people who do not have direct access to you and learn from you. But they can watch this podcast and they can learn a lot and they can change their life as they want. Thank you so much once again. Have a blessed day.
Thanks to you for inviting me over. Have a blessed day to you
Take
too.
care. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you. Love us.